So back in November 2016 I did a review of the GPD WIN 1, which is a handheld Windows 10 UMPC and gaming device with full gaming controls. Just yesterday I received the GPD WIN 2, which is now up on Indiegogo, and if you want to see that campaign on Indiegogo, you can check out the links in the description below. There's a link directly to the Indiegogo campaign. So the GPD WIN 2 is similar design to the GPD WIN 1. It's a little bit bigger and got a 6-inch screen instead of the 5.5-inch screen that was on the original GPD WIN. The keyboard, the alphanumeric keys take up the whole width of the keyboard, whereas in the GPD WIN 1 it only went to about there, and then they had some power and auxiliary buttons over there, which meant that the keyboard was sort of shifted to the left. That's no longer the case on the GPD WIN 2. So yeah, in terms of the specs of the GPD WIN 2, we've got a Intel Core M3 7Y30. There's 8 gigabytes of RAM, and the RAM is at 1866 MHz. There's also an inbuilt M.2 2242 SSD card inbuilt into the GPD WIN 2, and that's your main storage, and it comes standard with a 128 gigabyte SSD, which means booting up Windows is super quick, like a few seconds and it's already booted up. Obviously Windows 10. What else we got? Windows, the WIN 2 is 162 millimeters wide, 99 millimeters deep, and 25 millimeters thick. It's constructed from ABS plastic, and the lid is also aluminium alloy, or part of it. There is a removable cover to the lid, which I'll show you a bit later, and that bit is actually plastic. There's a hall sensor. It comes equipped with PD 2.0 charging, so quick charging, and it can charge the WIN 2 to 50% charge in about 30 minutes. WIN 2 has also got two 4900 3.8 volt batteries, which totals 9800 milliamp hour at 3.8 volts, so quite a large battery for the device. So let's just go through the ports. The screen, I should say, is also 720p 6-inch screen. 720p as the GPD WIN 1 was, but just a little bit bigger at 6 inches. It's also dual speaker, so it's stereo, and the sound is a lot better than it was on the GPD WIN 1. There's also a fan on the GPD WIN 2. Just have a right. So you can see that there's an aluminium alloy lid to it, and its actual lid construction is aluminium alloy. There's also this black plastic cover which can come off, and you can put any other cover you want, and I think GPD might be selling other designs in the future. You can print your own if you want and put those there. If we just look around the device, you can see that there's a see there's a little slot sort of, or a little gap for you to put your thumb in so you can open the lid. You can see the keyboard keys. You can see the two joysticks, the D-pad. There's a switch between mouse mode and joystick mode. You've got your 4 action buttons and another joystick. There are the 2 holes for the stereo speakers. There's also a microphone there as well. Okay, now on the back you can see the ports and the shoulder buttons. Alright, so you've got 3 trigger buttons on each side, or shoulder buttons I should say. You've got USB-A 3.0 and USB-C 3.0 used to charge it. There's a headphone jack 3.5mm and a micro SD slot. There's also a micro HDMI port. That there is the outlet for the fan exhaust. That's the cover for the SSD slot. If we turn it over, you can actually see there that the SSD cover, and that's removable. You just need to take that screw off. The cover comes off and you can put in a replacement SSD if you want to put it in a 512GB SSD card, M2 2242 you can. There's the fan inlet, and so yeah, let's have a look at the how it goes at gaming, and also take a quick look at UMPC sort of side of things. You're back. Okay, so here's Dirt 3 on the WIN 2, and it seems to play quite well. Speakers are quite loud. You can control is still quite good. The joystick's quite responsive. Screen looks pretty good too. There's no issues with the screen. Screen's nice and bright. This is not the full brightness. Oh, and I can't drive. Come on. So yeah, Dirt 3 is running quite well. The joysticks have a rubber grip on them, which is quite good. You do get a good grip on the joystick. And the game runs quite well, as you can see. Okay, so the thing I'll show you now is Libre Office running on the WIN 2. Works fine, no problems running Libre Office. I've got Rider up now. Libre Office right. So if you want to type anything, there's no issue. I'll just type in a sentence here. Oops. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Okay, so it seems to have entered that fine. There's no errors or anything. So keyboard is quite responsive, and you certainly know when you've clicked the keys. The tactile feel is quite good of the keys. The keys are domed. Well, not domed, they sort of arc from left to right. So the center of one key, the high of each key is sort of in the valley of the keys above and below. So there's not much, it's pretty easy to hit the key and not hit the other keys, which is a good thing. So I'll get out of right here. And save. There is a mouse acceleration, if you can see this, but if you hit the R2 key, it does accelerate the mouse quite considerably. I'll just get into Calc. Yeah, it's quite easy to use. You just click on the cells, no problems using Calc. Yeah, so everything works fine. Just get out of that one and show you the drawing program. Right, so with the drawing program, you can see it's quite easy to drawer. Now you can see there's the capacitive touch layer on this. Now every capacitive touch layer has a latency, but you can see the latency is quite quick. It follows my finger quite quickly when I move it around, which is quite good. So yeah, no issues there. It seems quite accurate. So yeah, as you can see there, it's following my finger, no problem. So yeah, it all works quite well. So we might get out of Libre Office now, and what we want to do now is I'll fire up VLC and we'll hook up the external hard DVD drive and see if it can power that and play a movie. Now it does have PD 2.0 quick charging, and it can power other devices as well. You can use. Okay, so you can see I've playing Independence Day on the Win 2. It's running through VLC, and the DVD is playing through an external DVD drive, and that's all being powered by the Win 2. So yeah, it can output quite a bit of power, no problem whatsoever. So yeah, that's just a quick demonstration of the Win 2, and volume can go up quite loud. I'll just demonstrate that. So yeah, the volume is quite good, and so yeah, overall the Win 2 seems to be a great package, and no issues whatsoever. This is the beta version, beta prototype that GPD were kind enough to send me. If you're interested in the GPD WIN 2 Indiegogo campaign, you can check it out on the link in the description. Check out the link and it'll get you directly to the Indiegogo campaign. I think currently you can get it off Indiegogo for $649, and they look to be shipping it in May. I think it will be a little bit more expensive when it hits retail, so might be an idea to hit it up on Indiegogo. But yeah, that is my quick review of the GPD WIN 2. Pretty solid unit, very solidly built. Great feel to it. No real issues with it. It works quite good. The SSD is fantastic. It loads up everything quickly. Volume's great. The screen's great. Don't have any real issues with it. Yeah, and the battery life is quite good. So it depends what you do with it. It can, if you're doing light use, it can last quite a long time. And if you set the TDP down, you can probably run you all day if you set it TDP down a little bit. But if for very intensive gaming, if you're going to push this to the limit, you might get 4 or 5 hours playing GTA 5, pushing the system to the limit. But if you don't push the system to the limit, you're going to get a lot longer. You probably if you're just doing light web surfing, you can get quite considerable amount of hours. It's a huge battery, and for example, the other day I was using it pretty much the whole day, and the battery was still 50%. So yeah, that is the GPD WIN 2. Check it out on Indiegogo. Bye.